Hey guys, it's coreross and welcome to 6 News. So we have the patch notes for the brand new season, Operation Ember Rise. Of course, it's on the test server today. So I'm currently in Germany as I'm going to Gamescom. I'm going to be playing a couple of cool games, getting some footage, but I thought I'd report on the patch notes because there's a lot of interesting stuff. So it's a little bit different because I'm in a hotel room right now. But of course, we've got our brand new operators, Amaru, who's got the grappling hook. She can go through windows from basically ground floor straight up to the third floor in no time at all, which is really cool. But she has reused weapons, which is of course not great, but we'll go over that in another time. So she's got IQ's LMG, she's got the Supernova shotgun, she's got Jackal and Mira's shotgun for secondary, or the SMG-11, and she has gadgets which are the Claymore and flashbangs. Now I believe in the live stream they said that she was going to have breaching charges, however, as far as I know, in all the gameplay that I've seen so far, it's always been flashbangs. So I think that might have just been a little bit of an error. And she is a 2-speed, 2-armor operator. Now, Goyu is on defense. He's got deployable shields with explosive charges on the back of them. They could be incredibly good just because the fire effect lasts a really long time. And he's equipped with the Vector, which, because he can just put those shields down and then run around with a 2-speed, that means he's going to be quite a good roamer with that Vector, which Mira could never do. So I'm amazed that he's going to have that gun, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. But if you like the ACOG, you can get the slug shotgun and kick ass with that as well. Although his secondary is just a pistol. But he has lots of explosives in his gadgets as well. So he's got impact grenades or a nitro cell, and he's 2 armor and 2 speed. Of course, with the new season, we're getting a new map, so it's going to be the Canal rework, and it pretty much is a brand new map. There's going to be a little bits that are kind of similar, but it's a lot bigger, it's a lot more different, and I am looking forward to playing this because I really love the original Canal, and I can't wait to see this one in action as well. Of course, we're going to have the Battle Pass, so this is getting added in. It's going to be in this season as a completely free thing, and it's only going to last 1 week. It's basically a test run to see how it all goes, and then for the next season, that's when they're going to actually implement the premium version where you can actually pay to get extra stuff as you level up. So, I'm not big on that, but looking forward to seeing how it works out and how everyone kind of takes it when it kind of gets here. But it is basically a season away before we actually have to worry about the paid version. Then we've got the unranked playlist, which is basically just ranked, but you don't actually gain or lose a rank. So it's got all the rules of ranked, so none of the fears of losing your rank. I'm guessing this is probably because they actually see a lot of people do their 10 placement match, get ranked, and then don't play it again. They just leave. So I'm expecting this is the reason this exists, and we'll see how it works out. Then we've got the new champions rank, which is basically above diamond, and that's again going to be interesting. Again, going to have to see how that works out, how many will end up actually being champions. We actually do know the ranked charms for next season. They're going to be flowers. So as far as I know, the only way you're going to be able to show off this ranked charm is actually to put a flower on your gun. So there you go. Now, map rotation is changing dramatically. So, of course, we heard about the ranked changes on a live stream. However, the casual is also getting changed. So, they're actually removing plane, yacht, favela, theme park, and tower. So, this is not a permanent thing. They're going to start doing a rotation thing where they bring maps in and out of casual. So, in order to kind of reduce the amount of maps you have to worry about when you first jump into casual, and you can kind of learn them, then more will get rotated in, some will get rotated out. And I think it'll work out as long as you're not away for too long. And of course, for ranked, we're going to see Hereford, Theme Park, and Fortress be removed, and they're going to work in the new Canal rework. So it's overall reducing the amount of maps in ranked. Now, of course, with the next season, we're getting a rework of Theme Park, so I expect that will come into ranked. And I'm kind of thinking that they're going to take Skyscraper out at that point. That's my kind of guess for the next season. Now, they've also changed some Blair behavior stuff, so this is pretty simple but good. So AFK players will now drop the diffuser, which is handy. If you're also a lever of ranked games and you do it more and more, then you'll get longer and longer bans. But they're also going to be updating reverse friendly fire, which means that squads can be affected by reverse friendly fire. So if one of your squad mates kills a teammate, then your entire squad will get reverse friendly fire switched on, which is great. One of my suggestions in one of my feedback videos for the reverse friendly fire, so I'm loving that. Of course, we've got the new operators menu, which is coming with the new season, as of course we've got too many operators now to fit in the current one, and this is a new selection screen which looks pretty nice. And yeah, they're going to be upgrading the shop as well. They're going to be improving the AI, so bombers are gone, and rooms filled with nitro cells and barbed wire are also gone. The idea is to make it easier for people to kind of warm up in Terrorist Hunt before they play, which is great. Now, Mira Elite is going to come with a new season as well. Then, of course, we've got the seasonal weapon skins, although it does seem to be less than usual as far as I know, but I haven't actually seen them yet. The operators are also going to decrease in price. This started at the beginning of the year and it continues every season. The older the operator is, the cheaper they become, which is really good. And I think that's the reason why there's not a year 3 bundle. Now, when it comes to operator balancing, they're changing the shotguns so they now do better damage against wooden beams. So that should be great for making holes to make like rotation areas and stuff like that. You'll be able to get through the holes easier without having to like waste time and ammo shooting out those wooden beams. They're also improving the Rhino 40, which is added by a Maestro's revolver, and the LFP 586, which is the GIGN revolver. It's now going to do as much destruction as the D50, and that's destruction to wooden walls and stuff like that, so interesting. Then for secondary gadget changes, Smoke's going to lose his impacts and he's going to get a deployable shield. Not probably the best thing for Smoke, but it might work out quite well with that new shield. Rook's going to lose deployable shields and gain barbed wire, and Jaeger's going to lose deployable shield and he's going to get a bulletproof camera. I doubt Jaeger mains are going to like that. Then Frost is losing barbed wire and getting her deployable shield back, which is great. Mira is losing her deployable shield and she's going to get barbed wire. Legion is losing deployable shields and is getting a bulletproof camera. Again, I don't think Legion mains will be too happy with that, but it kind of works with his intel gathering aspect, so might work out quite nice for him. Maestro is losing his deployable shield and replacing with impact grenades, and Warden is going to get impact grenades replaced with deployable shield. Dokkaebi is getting stun grenades removed and replaced with frag grenades. Glaz is getting his claymore removed and replaced with frag grenades as well. And Nuke is getting stun grenades replaced with a claymore. All shield operators are getting a nerf by ADS time being increased from 0.4 seconds to 0.6 seconds. So that means they aim slower now. Jackal's PDW is now going to be properly losing damage over distance. And Twitch's and Lion's 417 is now going to have 10 additional rounds in the magazine, making it probably a little bit more desirable, perhaps. Fusy's cluster charge is going to now be deployed quicker, down from 2 seconds to 1.6 seconds, and the Auge 3 damage is going to be increased from 33 to 36. Pretty nice. And Warden's gadget is going to last longer, from 8 seconds to 10 seconds, and they've made it so he can actually move a little bit when he's looking through smoke to be less punishing for him. So yeah, pretty interesting. We're going to get deployable shield V2, of course that's the one with the glass slit, so that's actually coming with a new season, which is awesome. And we're going to get electric disable stat for basically EMP. I actually noticed this on players when they were doing the play sessions. When a Thatcher EMP went off next to them, they actually had a thing on their character that let them know that the EMP was affecting them. So that is pretty interesting. I'm curious if that might affect bandit tricking, but we'll have to wait and see and test that in the test server. Capital's asphyxiation bolts are now being renamed fire bolts. In ranked boosting, they're not going to allow people to actually go into ranked if they have a difference of 1000 MMR. So you might not be able to play with your friends if you're really good rank and they're really bad rank. So have to see how that goes. I was kind of hoping it would just default to the highest rank, so that, like, you know, if you're playing with diamond, then you play diamonds. But that's apparently not how it's going to happen. Vault distance is being decreased from 2.5 meters to 2 meters. Gonna have to see how that plays out in the live servers. There's a little bit of game health here too, where they talk about first person animation, tree refactory. This is basically, sounds like something quite complicated, and I've got no idea how it actually implements the game, but it's basically, it says they're kind of streamlining things, so we'll see how that plays out. And of course, there's a whole bunch of bugs. There's probably some unknown changes as well that we'll have to go into, but we'll see as time goes on. Anyway guys, that's the latest news for Rainbow Six Siege. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Let me know if you're going to play this on the test server, and let me know if you're excited for this new season. Bye for now.